The action keeps on rolling in the Philam Live 7's Football League here on 5+. And up next, we've got a great game on our hands. Two fan favorites going head-to-head in the Bohemian Sporting Club, taking on Tondo FC. It is all set up to be an explosive affair here at the McKinley Hills Stadium. So glad you could join us. Jing Hamlang and Ivan Gayares calling the action for you. Tondo, what a story they have in this competition, and they're taking on basically an all-star side in the Bohemian Sporting Club.
Well, Tondo FC has very strong players as well, the guys of Robert Corsame, and they have been doing very well in the first half of the season, but Bohemian, a different story, Jing.
Right, let's take a look at the team standings real quick here. As you can see, Bohemian Sporting Club just a notch above the competition. Meanwhile, Tondo not far away in their hopes of making it into the playoff picture.
Well, both teams coming up from wins, and Bohemian with a 4-2 win over Football Fanatics. Tapos ito naman yung Tondo FC with a 2-1 win over the very strong Laro FC.
Grabe yun. That was just last week where we saw them in fantastic form against Laro. And we will see if they are able to recreate that type of performance here against Bohemian. Let's take a look at the players to watch. Let's start off with the men in black.
Well, Bohemian Sporting Club, a very stacked lineup, very strong. But one star you could look at is Hamed Hajimadi.
Right? The captain for them. He is a very tricky player for Bohemian, and it's certainly a man to watch, particularly for the defenders of Tondo. Meanwhile, for Tondo, you mentioned a Corsame earlier on. Tell me more about this man.
Well, Roberto Corsame, the star of Tondo FC, a pro player on his own right, very strong, very fast, very athletic, and you will see it in our next match.
Madness! And I was just about to say, welcome everybody to this match between Tondo and Bohemian Sporting Club. We expected it to be a cracker. We didn't quite expect that there would be a goal even before the first minute finished. Jing Hamlang and Ivan Gayares calling the action here at the McKinley Hills Stadium. Crazy start to this game.
Well, cameras missed that bit of the action, but it was a goal nonetheless. Hamed Hajimadi getting that goal from kickoff.
We're expecting it's gonna be a fiery affair. Tondo fresh from a victory against Laro. And what a match that was. But one of the more intense sides in this competition, Bohemian Sporting Club. One of the new additions, and they've certainly made themselves a real force early on in this competition.
Well, stacked with ex-pro and pro players, Bohemian. They're one of the favorites to get this title, but you know that Tondo can really bring a lot of action here, being the representatives of Manila. Guys like Roberto Corsame, Babu Corsame are one of the better players for this squad.
Bohemian sporting their black kits. Tondo, one of those teams stuck with 9 points in the standings. They've found their form over the last few matches, but they're gonna need to come from behind against Bohemian here. Hajimadi.
Plenty of creative players here for Bohemian. Guys like Hajimadi and Ricky Sendra. You add it up with the team owner and probably Captain Jason De Jong in the middle.
Got El Habib at the back. Jorel Aristorenos on the ball. Former Philippine international as well. Ricky Sendra, current pro. So no surprises here that they're passing the ball around with real efficiency, but that one just behind Jorel Aristorenos, not on the same wavelength with Hamed.
Guys like Bads El Habib manning the defense.
Chance perhaps. Saved by the goalkeeper. Was he inside his own box for that? Referee having a look. Decides it's out for a corner kick. Might have been a point there from the players of Tondo.
Well, exactly, Jing. The keeper was, I think, a bit out of his box. Now this very stacked Bohemian team was going up against this tough Tondo squad. They have done pretty well in the many editions here.
A real difference in physique between these two sides, but that's really nothing new for Tondo. Physically, they're at a disadvantage, but they've been really improving over the last few years, and in this season in particular, as shown in that win against Laro. They've got some fantastic capabilities.
And pretty much they can show those strengths of theirs against the highly favored Bohemian side. A funny side story here, some of the players here are pro teammates, the likes of Korsame, Hajimadi, and Sendra. And it'll be interesting how they play against each other in this classification round of the Philam Live 7's Football League.
Jason De Jong, long-time Philippine international, anchoring the defense here for Bohemian.
Well, both teams haven't done so much lately. They've been trying to feel their positions, and the pitch chance there.
Ahmed Hajimadi smashes that one in. Tondo up in arms, but that's 2 for 2 for Ahmed Hajimadi.
And Ahmed Hajimadi striking from distance. The ball bounced inside the goal line. It was clearly a goal, but Tondo up in arms, not happy about it. They're now down.
Yes, sir.
2-0.
It's unraveling a bit here. They were up in arms. Ivan, what were they complaining about exactly?
I think they thought that they had the play before the shot was taken, but confirmation still pending for that goal.
They've started a bit flat here, Tondo. And credit as well to Bohemian, who have done a fantastic job at starving Tondo of any real opportunities to express themselves.
And please stand by AFS and Caribbean.
Yep, officially it's 2-0 according to our official scorer.
Caribbean, Field B after this match.
Aristorenas rise the challenge.
Once again, Field A, BSM,
Switch of play is cut out.
Field B, we have AFS and Caribbean.
It's funny how some of the pro players here have played the whole match yesterday and still showed up for this match here in 7's football.
Walang pahi-pahinga. Aristorenas cleaned out on the play. No whistle, not seen by the referee. Aristorenas having words with Tondo's center back. That's Sasonia, who wasn't backing down.
Now Tondo has to be very creative. They are a very creative team, Tondo, so pretty much they know how to handle this type of teams in Bohemian. Still early in the match, maybe we could see a lot of those talent later on from the guys in red and white.
Sendra, Argentinian midfielder. It's a wonderful ball from Jason De Jong. Ahmed Hajimadi goes backwards. El Habib making it look easy here, Sporting. Just holding on to the possession. And not a lot of pressure being applied on them by Tondo.
Well, they are already ahead, Bohemian. Pretty much their goal right now is to take possession as they want to and maybe build a goal or two from there.
Connected on the corner. Sandra has a look up. De Jong is open. Hamed Ajimari got his full force behind that. There's going to be an early timeout from Tondo. Short break. We'll be right back. Action back underway. Timeout from Tondo as they try to figure their way back from this 2-goal deficit. Haven't had the pep in their step that we've grown accustomed with. But perhaps we'll see a change here after this timeout.
Well, Tondo FC have a lot of players in their arsenal. They can still come back from this. Still plenty of time left for them to build up. Well, Bohemian has just been very lucky from the break and scoring those early goals. Care of Hamed Hajimadi.
They've also dictated possession here, Ivan. They've looked really comfortable on the ball. And they found their groove early here.
And I think Tondo has been very careful from pressing this Bohemian side. Still plenty of football to be played.
Looks like they're managing their energy early on. Itong Tondo.
Well, alam nila na the 50 minutes of football action is a bit tasking. So kailangan mong tipirin ng konti just to give that late push, maybe late in this half.
Right now, Bohemian being clever. If Tondo aren't going to press, they're just going to let the ball do all the work. Maintaining their energy levels as well. That one's loose from Hamed. Sendra muscled off the ball, but whistle is called.
From professional teammates, itong si Corsame and Sendra. Well, the friendship stops on the pitch.
Nothing malicious from Corsame, but it was a meaty challenge.
Fields A and B. Once again, we will have
Hajimari, not the first time he's been off target. He's got a license to shoot. He does have 2 under his name.
Well, you score 2, you miss 2. Still a good percentage for Hamed Hajimari there. He's been a mainstay of the Philippine leagues for a bit now. Still putting his veteran presence there on top for Bohemian Sporting Club.
But let's be honest, even without the 2 goals, Hamed Hajimari, he's got the license to shoot at any point.
Exactly, Jing. And
always a dangerous threat for any side.
And considering that this is a smaller pitch, it just multiplies the danger from the Persian frontman.
Yeah, that's what he wants. It's exactly what he's looking for. Of course, made a name for himself on the futsal courts. Translated that onto 11-a-side football, and we were talking about the 7-a-side rule set. It plays really to his skill set.
And this is just the perfect setup for him. And armed with teammates such as Jason De Jong and Ricky Senda, it would be really easy for him up top.
But here come Tondo. Opportunity with the ball at their feet now. Kept in play. Here they come. Wonderful ball! And it's a response from Tondo. It's a beautifully worked goal. Crossed in, headed in, 2-1.
Just as we expected from Tondo FC, MJ Libre, the number 5. He was on that end of the cross and he made no mistake, especially against this big goalkeeper for Bohemian Sporting Club. And game on, Jing.
That's what you gotta love about Tondo. They found themselves in an early hole in this match. They've stuck to their guns. They got their opportunity on the ball, and that was so beautifully played, Ivan.
Exactly, Jing. Going through to their foot-call roots, itong Tondo FC. It's only a matter of time that they will probably get their equalizer.
Navigating that pressure on the left side. They've really found a confidence on the ball. They've grown into it over this last season. Taking too long to take the corner kick. Possession given away.
After playing I think the last 3 editions of this 7's Football League, they have really matured as a team and really produced good wins against different teams. And they're very confident going into this match that they can actually take down the giants of this league.
You did mention, of course, Sami, one of those players who has gone on to test himself at higher levels and has grown a lot as a player. Because of that, he's bringing his experience and his talents onto the 7's stage. Ajimadi's got his head up, gets it to Sendra. Tondo holding firm. There's a whistle blown. Yellow card being given here. Roger Batigas just getting a bit too mouthy with the referee.
And he gets out of the play for a couple of minutes, Roger Batigas. That's what you risk when you get a yellow in this 7's football match. Tondo will go down to 6 players for a bit. And hopefully they do not concede any more after this free kick.
Down a man, Tondo. Not ideal as they continue to chase Bohemian here. Paulo David on the bench for Tondo, doing the right thing, putting an arm over the defender, just trying to calm him down.
Now Tondo has to be very disciplined at this point. No unnecessary attacks. Keep the players in their own half.
Bohemian have a fantastic chance to capitalize on a personnel advantage.
Obviously, Bohemian SC likes to keep the ball always. And now it's time for them to just really be disciplined and stay a bit back and just let the action come to them in their own half.
Doing just that. Swinging from side to side are Bohemian. Unable to find the gap just yet. Hajimadi on the left side. Oof, not too far. Driven across goal.
You could see that smile from Hamid Hajimadi. He was a foot late off that shot from Sendra. had enough space to redirect that, but still in the lead, Bohemian Sporting Club.
De Jong, room to work with. Has it taken away. Tondo stepping on the brakes. Korosame assessing. They swing it to the right side. Not rushing.
Yes, they have the luxury of time. Now they got a full 7 back on the pitch. They can do their attacks already.
Another El Habib has checked into the match. Izo El Habib. For those who followed Philippine football, Philippine club football to be specific, over the turn of the decade, 2010 onwards to about 2015, you would be very familiar with Izo El Habib.
Izo El Habib.
Oof! Lovely work from Bohemian and capped off with an exclamation. Suleiman Adepe making it 3-1 for Bohemian.
And what a pass, what a finish for Suleiman Adepe. Classic, strong finish there. Now they're up 3-1 against this tough Tondo side.
Got lulled to sleep almost, Tondo FC. All the casual side to side from Bohemian. They didn't know they were in a lot of danger from that run all of a sudden from Adepe. Lovely work on the right side, but that's picked off by Bads El Habib. Chance for Tondo. Ooh. Did fantastic work to keep the space open, but fast hands from the goalkeeper to get that one above his post.
Papu Korosame very confident on that play, very patient as well. Did enough to get that shot out, and it forced a save.
Driven, Obuna with a stop.
Good movement there from Obuna. Positioning in the middle of the pitch was perfect. In the middle of the goal, rather. Picked it up perfectly. Almost a rebound there for Tondo, but they hold on to this 2-goal advantage.
Huge credit has to go to Casey Obuna that this scoreline remains at 3-1. Made a stop from close range. It was again involved shortly after. Jim Ashley Flores now on for Bohemian.
Jim Ashley Flores not shy to take those shots, Jing, as we have seen him through the years on the pitch.
Taken away. Stopped in his tracks. Adepe to Flores. So much pace. Made the room. Left-footed strike off target.
And again, just 2 minutes into the match, and Flores really just shooting there. Already have 2 shots here. Just a bit of target, but Tondo should be very careful with him around.
Dangerous ball backwards. El Habib pounces. Izo. Good recovery there from Korosame.
Well, in his best, Izo El Habib was very light with the ball. You couldn't catch him if you wanted to. Just a bit older and a bit slower. Still sparks of brilliance from the number 10 guy.
Decent first touch. El Habib doing the right thing, just shepherding him out.
Well, it seems that Bohemian has gone from a very weighted squad to now an all-out attack squad, putting in known goal scorers on the pitch. El Habib Flores, Haji Madi.
Ball was too long. Tondo. That one's behind the intended target. Counter attack is on now. Little pirouette from Haji Madi. Keeps the momentum going here.
El Habib brothers on the pitch. First appeared in the national championships with the Baguio. They've gone on to do so much on the semi-pro space.
So far, so good for Bohemian. They find themselves 2 goals ahead. 3-1 at the break. We'll be right back with more action in the 7's Football League. Here are your Philam Life 7's Football League top 5 goals. At number 5.
Baha trying to go. Gets an opportunity once again. It's a great pass. Easy push. And it'll trickle in all the way for our second goal here today.
You see right there, Shallow Hodges slipping while she was on the way to meeting the ball, but it's a little bit of a slight stroke of luck right there, as.
At number 4.
Has to find a teammate now. Driven inside and a quick 1-2 punch coming from Laro. Suddenly it's 6-3.
Uh-oh.
You know, we said that they had a cushion, but how much of a cushion do they really have?
Mundo finding themselves in a funk here, conceding 2 quick-fire goals. At number 3. For Mendiola, or rather, Tondo. Oh, and that's touched in! Lovely stuff from Tondo! Opening goal from the men in red.
You know, talk about the effort there, bouncing on the counter. That's exactly what we mentioned earlier. Tondo may not have the size advantage, but definitely have the speed. And that's exactly how they scored here.
At number 2.
The last chance, but can we find something special here?
Center!
Oh, and there's the equalizer in the very last minute. Bohemian will send this to extra time.
Disastrous defending there for the Super Eagles. And your number 1 goal.
Oh, and the ball just cleared out there. And with a bicycle kick! That could be the goal of the season for the lead for Manila. What a goal from the Philippine team captain!
Amazing action from the Philippines national player, as Stefan Schrock just gave us the highlight of the tournament. Everyone should stop playing right now and just, you know, let's just enjoy this game from both teams.
What did we just see? Stefan Schrock!
Never miss another electrifying goal. Watch Philam Life 7's Football League only on 5+. Tondo FC get us underway for the second half. They're up against Bohemian Sporting Club in black, who are up 3-1. After the opening period, Jingam Lang and Ivan Gallaris calling the action on 5+. It's a long road back here for Tondo, and it's a quality Bohemian side.
Yes, 2 good choir goals from Bohemian put them early ahead, and Tondo came up with a goal of their own to make things interesting, but Bohemian stamping down their class later on that first half. But still a lot of football here in the second half for both teams, and anyone can still get this victory.
Gonna be a crucial next 10 minutes or so, just to see what kind of tone will be set by either side.
Well,
Tondo-
Bohemian going with an attacking lineup at this point. A lot of goal scorers in front of them. While Tondo is still using their same first 7.
Jim Ashley Flores running out of room. He's the kind of player that has that R2 just pressed perpetually. Talagang nakaturbo lang parati to si Jim Ashley Flores. He's so quick with the ball at his feet.
No, I personally would like to see him on how he adapts with this smaller pitch, because itong si Ashley Flores deadly on the full 11 pitch, but in here slightly contained na konti, but we'll see how he does here.
Disastrous defending for Bohemian, and they pay for it. Got a bit too casual at the back. Jonah Dorfa had it picked away, and Corsame able to bury that one and make it 3-2.
Very good movement there from Tondo FC. Marvin Talampas with that final pass to Corsame, who again very patiently faked that ball before drilling it in. Game on ulit, Jing, dito for Tondo FC.
Criminal defending, simply unacceptable for Bohemian to be giving up a goal that easily.
Well, Enzo Ogba now being brought out. And not wearing any shin guards there, so a replacement for him. Peter Varley comes in for the striker.
Cross goal, what a stop to deny Hamed Hajimadi.
Well, the former teammates there connecting, played together in Global FC before. Almost probably a winner there for them, but heads up for Tondo FC for doing a job well done.
Poked away by Dorfa. Hajimadi cuts inside, takes a deflection. Goalkeeper takes charge.
No, this Tondo side is very patient now. They've been trying to build that goal.
Lovely ball for Corsame. Wins a corner kick.
Very smart play from the pro player.
Allowed to run, and that one's gonna sail all the way into the parking lot.
Well, the defender James Ayuban with that left footer. Let us hope that the ball boy gets that ball, or else it's gone forever outside the parking lot.
Nice little donation for a lucky passerby.
And Tondo FC really just starting this second half strong.
Corsame gives it up, Batigas. Shot is blocked.
No, Batigas is a little bit more patient now after getting that yellow card early in the first half.
Back on the ball. That's a sloppy ball back.
Eugene Sanguyo with that sloppy play.
Hajimadi all the way back. Tondo applying that pressure.
Interesting 7 for Bohemian here.
Varley.
Maybe they're just still playing out their rotation.
Varley shot is blocked.
And Varley in central midfield for the guys in black. Hajimadi now on a withdrawn role for Bohemian.
Varley gets there first. Second touch wasn't great. Out to Hajimadi. Manufactures the room. Drilled it across goal. Nobody there amongst the black shirts to take advantage.
Well, Bohemian just being steady here. Try to build from the back. Find that open player in the middle. Well, Tondo has really camped out on that half, but they have done so much already in the second half to keep themselves in the chase for a tie in this match.
Just a cameo for Varley as Jason de Jong checks back in. Loose pass straight to Aristorenas. El Habib measures it into the corner. 2-goal cushion restored for Bohemian.
And what a strike from Izo El Habib, taking his time in front of goal. Didn't have so much options there, that's why he opted to shoot straight, but too bad for the goalkeeper. He sent that ball in very strong, and now it's back to a 2-goal advantage and 4-2 for Bohemian Sporting Club.
One defensive mistake for another. Simply can't gift possession to Bohemian in that kind of territory. Tondo paying for that mistake.
Well, Tondo has been very smart in picking their players up front. Since this is 7's football, there is no offside rule, so anyone can slide in and out behind the defensive line at any time. As you can see, they have scored a goal because of it.
Tondo playing quickly. A large contingent from Bohemian back defending.
Bohemian getting a bit conservative here in the second half. Now they know how the Tondo guys can pack a punch at this in this final third.
Spreading it. Fitting from side to side, and that ball not going to trouble anyone.
And Dennis Balbin coming in for Tondo. The known freestyler wants a piece of the action as well.
Straight into the action as well. Here he is closing down De Jong. Sendra has been reintroduced for Bohemian.
And Bohemian really doing well on that rotation, especially in this very tight field. You need all the energy you can get, so well-rested players result to better plays and most of the time goals, and that is what Bohemian SC is here for.
Shielded by Balbin. Neatly done there by Tondo. Wonderful range of passing as well. Batiguas shielding that one, winning a corner off of Jason de Jong.
Oh, Batigas, very strong personality, not afraid of the former Azcal.
Balbin. It's a tight pass into Corsame. Oof. Lots of power on that one. Royal Viva with the attempt.
No, Viva with that strike from just outside the penalty area, threatening this very huge goalkeeper in KC Ubuna.
Nice little drag back to create the space. Pass was poor, however. Took on one too many defenders.
Well, the number 9, Enzo Ogba, getting to a physical challenge with Corsame.
De Jong drills it into Ogba. Aristorenas. That's cut out.
Tondo FC, they've been feeling the pressure in the last 5 minutes after going up against this very fresh Bohemian 7. Seem to have lost some steam after getting that second goal.
The Bohemian will be happy to just hold on to possession. When you have the ball, your goal is not being threatened.
Referees for Philam.
Attempt at a back heel, not panning out.
We have 7 minutes before kickoff. 7 minutes.
But Tondo should be happy with their performance so far. And
once again, just a reminder,
better chance for them here in the second half. Maybe Dennis Bogdan can conjure something up here.
Players, coaches, team managers, non-participants, please avoid crossing the middle of the field.
Tondo struggling to regain the ball.
In your seats at the grandstand
And they're left
area.
chasing shadows here.
And
A chance for Aristorenas, buried.
the ropes
5-2
and the barriers.
to Bohemian Sporting Club.
Keep the stadium clean at all
Great
times.
move there from Jorel Aristorenas,
Experience here.
faking that pass, but eventually hit the target. Now they are very comfortable with the 3-goal cushion here. Changes from Bohemian, but they're still in the driver's seat at this point.
Less than 10 minutes to work with for Tondo. Not a lot of time, but not impossible, of course. Almost the way through for Corsame.
I love the energy of Corsame. Even 3 goals down, still looking to get that goal back.
A pretty good spot to be in if you're a Bohemian. 3 goals ahead. Time running out. This will further bolster their position amongst the top half of the standings.
Interesting to see Izo El Habib playing center back at this point. Obviously, as one of the most famous attackers in the Philippines, he can also be a top defender as well.
Here he is. That's a loose pass from him. And he's under pressure now from Batigas. That one's much too strong.
A little bit of theatrics from the Bohemian backline.
That was a foul, a little too over-enthusiastic.
And Bohemian, a strike there from Hamed Haji Madi.
Back on the pitch, threatening immediately. They got 2 in this match. Jason De Jong, not the type to be out-muscled on the ball.
I think Tondo played very well here. It's just that the early goals allowed from Haji Madi made a difference for them. I mean, psychologically, they had to come back from a big margin.
Flores almost supplying what would have been a killer touch. A killer blow for Tondo.
Still plenty of time for them to take a goal. Tondo FC is currently at the number 10 position. They need goals, they need wins in the last few match days to be in contention for the top 8 spot.
For a second time in this match, Tondo go a man down. This time it's James Ayuban with the meaty challenge.
Ayuban a bit too impatient there. Now they will have to contend with just 6 players on the pitch.
Not exactly what you want when you're chasing a match.
And almost a goal there from Bohemian. Smile from Jason De Jong, just missing that hard cross from
El Habib shepherding his man well. What's up, man? El Habib just launching it forward. Keeper has come out to collect. It's kind of good contact on that.
The deep rotation of Bohemian has really done them wonders here. And as you can see, very comfortable on the ball, Bohemian. They have the luxury of playing any 7 lineup here and still get the result that they want, probably, Jing.
Flores battling hard. Continue to work down this right flank, Bohemian. Lovely work on that right side. Flores once more. Somehow that has stayed out.
And good effort there from Jim Ashley on that play, but couldn't find that final pass. But still a lot of action here for both teams as we're nearing the final few minutes of this match.
These black kits looking pretty slick, Ivan. Where would you rank them in terms of best kits in the 7's Football League?
Yeah, it's an exception, having made up by 3 goals.
KC Obuna hasn't had much to do in this second half. He's been busier with his feet than with his hands.
Exactly, Jing.
Hajimari with a snapshot. Frantic defending for Tondo.
Well, Bohemian has had plenty of chances the last 5 minutes.
De Jong driving that one in low. Counter attack is on for Tondo. Izo El Habib all over his man. Batiguas off target.
Well, Batiguas has been a revelation for Tondo. He's just done just enough in the midfield to threaten itong Bohemian Sporting Club, and against any other team could have been a real threat, but Bohemian just simply a class of their own here.
I mean, Ajimari, even he couldn't control that one. Hajimari, what a stop! The follow-up, however, couldn't be denied. And there's a sixth for Bohemian.
Enzo Ogba getting rewarded for his persistence there as he takes the 7th goal of this match. Bohemian Sporting Club in cruise control. And the 6th goal rather from Bohemian.
You got a feel for Tondo. We're on the wrong end of a heavy defeat here.
And this is what I like about 7's football, is that anything can happen, Jing. Once you switch off for a bit, you just can lose it completely. So at any moment, any team can get a winner and improve.
Bro. Sorry.
Shots here for Tondo. The follow-up, no good as well. Defense holding firm, but they've still got something to defend here. Corner kick coming for Tondo. That's easy for Obuna.
Well, Jobert Ayuban with that chance. That was deflected out. Him and his brother James have been very consistent for this Tondo side.
Nice outlet there from the goalkeeper, picking out the left side. Jonah Dorfa unable to keep it in play. There it is, final whistle. 3 points in the bag for Bohemian Sporting Club. And Tondo put up a decent fight, but in the end, the men in black proving too much. Thank you so much for joining us for the action here at the Philam Live 7's Football League. We look forward to catching you next time for more football action here on 5+.